Hello friends, today my topic is HTML. Firstly, I will explain about that. What is HTML? HTML is the standard markup language for creating web pages. It stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML describes the structure of a web page. It consists of a series of elements. HTML elements tell the browser how to display the content. HTML elements are represented by tags, opening tag and closing tag. HTML tags label pieces of content such as heading, paragraph, table, and so on. Browsers do not display the HTML tags but use them to render the content of the page. What are HTML tags? HTML tags are element names surrounded by angle brackets like angle start, tag name, angle close. Content goes here, then angle start slash tag name, angle close. HTML tags normally come in pair like p tag and p tag close, like a opening tag and closing tag. The first tag in the pair is the opening tag and the second tag is the closing tag. The closing tag is written like the start tag but with the forward slash inserted before the tag name. There is one more thing. Opening tag is also known as start tag and closing tag is known as end tag. Simple HTML document. Firstly, we need to declare the document by writing the doc type. After that, we will write HTML as element of the root element and of an HTML page. Third one is head. Element contain the meta information about the document. After that, the title comes like a page title. Then after the title, we need to close the head. Then the body start. In the body, we will write all the content shows in the browser. Then after, we need to close the body tag. At the end of the HTML document, we have to close the HTML tag. Like in the previous window, I write down here in the program, it shows that title as a page title, H1 my first heading, P my first paragraph. You can see the output here. Title shows on the upper title. Heading 1 shows like a big my first heading and paragraph my first paragraph. Now I will explain about web browser. The purpose of the web browser is to read the HTML content and display them. We have different type of web browsers like a Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Safari. You can use anyone to show the content. The browser does not display the HTML tags but use them to determine how to display the content. Like here it shows different kind of style. The doc type declaration. The doc type declaration represent the document type and help browser to display the web pages correctly. It must only appear once at the top of the page before any HTML tag. The doc type declaration is not case sensitive. We have to write in capital letter. The doc type declaration for HTML5 is we have to start the tag, explanation sign, doc type, HTML and close it. Firstly, HTML language comes in 1989. After that, it comes with many different versions. Like the last version comes in 2017. It's a HTML 5.2. It recommended by the W3C. HTML editor. Write HTML using Notepad or text editor. Web pages can be created and modified by using the professional HTML editor. However, for learner HTML, we recommend a simple text editor like Notepad for PC, Notepad++. Also, you can use, it's also free, text editor for Mac. We believe using a simple text editor is a good way to learn HTML. Follow the steps below to create your first web page with Notepad or text editor. Opening a HTML editor, we have to click in the search type here, like we can type Notepad here, or click on Windows, go to Window Accessories, then Notepad. Write the HTML program here, starting with doc type. Then HTML tag. After that, like human body, we will start all the tags from the head. We will write head tag. In the head, the title comes inside the head tag. Then close the title tag. After that, we will close head tag. After the head, we will start with body. In the body tag, our all the tags comes inside the body. I will use firstly H1 tag. Close it, and H2 tag. Just I use 2. And I will use paragraph tag. Then close the P tag. Firstly, we have to close the body tag. Then HTML tag. Now we will save this file. Go to File, Save As, choose the destination, make a folder, write the file name, then click on Save. Now your file is available inside of the folder. Double click it. You can see that it shows my first title as a title, my first heading H1 tag, my second heading H2 tag. This is a paragraph tag. You can see that this tag is like when we are writing a paragraph, it's too big. Just a minute. If I will press enter here, now save it. You can save it by pressing Ctrl S or go to File, then Save. Refresh it. It does not change any line. If you want to change the line, you can use br command. Sorry, br tag. Then save it. Now you can see that it goes in the second line. My next topic is HTML documents. All HTML document must start with a document type declaration. Like previously, I write down doc type here, doc type HTML. This is a declaration of the document, HTML document. After that, we will write the HTML document itself bring with HTML and ends with /HTML. The visible part of the HTML document is between the body and the closing body tag. You can see that in our previous result, it just show that content we will use inside of the body tag. HTML headings. HTML headings are defined with the H1 to H6 tags. H1 defines the most important heading. H6 defines the least important heading. H1 size shows bigger. I will show it like practically to you. You can see that I just copied and pasted. Save it, and you can see the result here. Heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Heading 1 is bigger and heading 6 is very smaller. Next is HTML paragraph. HTML paragraphs are defined with the p tag. We will write the paragraph in between of the p tag, and if we want to start new paragraph, we need to write another tag. Here, if I need to write like a second paragraph, I will write p, my second paragraph, then p tag close, save it and refresh it. It goes on the next paragraph. If we use like only br command, br tag, it does not show the space. Like here, there is a gap between two paragraphs. But if we use the like a enter key, it does not show gap between the lines. Our next tag is hyperlink. Okay. Here, if we write a tag href is equal to, I will make a hyperlink with Google website. Then we need to close it, save it. You can see that there is a hyperlink. When we click here, it will be open. Next tag is image tag. If we need to put image in the document, image img is used for image, and src source is equal to comma start. You can see that we already have image here, image 1. The extension of the image is jpeg. Now we will write here image 1 dot jpeg, comma close, then save it. Refresh this page. You can see that it shows here, but it's very big. If we want to show the width and height of this, we will write here width is equal to its default text in pixel. Save it. Refresh this page. It does not show properly, like not equal height and width. If we will use in like a percentage, it shows better than this one, like a 50% and 50%. Save it. Now it shows better. Next one is image alt tag. Alt tag is very necessary for the accessible persons because they are not able to see the picture. They can read it. We will write alt tag here. It describes about the picture. Yellow sunflower. Then save it. Refresh it. It does not show here. When we inspect it, it shows on that place. If we don't have a alt tag, I will remove it firstly. Okay, save it. Now you can refresh it. Right click on the image, inspect. Now you can see that there is no alt tag. We'll paste it back, then save it again. Okay, next one is paragraph color. If I want to give like a different color for the paragraph, I need to write style here is equal to comma start color colon, write the color name, comma close, then save it. You can see here the color is changed. We can use the same style for heading tags. I will choose write the different color here. You can see here it shows in green color. If I want to want that if I move a mouse here, it will show something like a tooltip. Then I can use a title for the tooltip. I will use here title is equal to tooltip. You can write anything, whatever you want to show, you can write here. Save it, then refresh it. You can see that it shows tooltip. We can also change the font size for the headings. Like in heading 1, I will use style tag. Again, is equal to font size. Write the size in pixels, then colon, close comma. Save it and refresh this one. Okay, my next topic is if I want to change the body color, like a background color. Write here style in the body tag is equal to background color colon. Write any color here, like I will write powder blue. Okay, save it. You can see that background color is changed. And if I want to show like a line between two paragraphs, I will use HR, horizontal line. It shows the line. HTML formatting elements. HTML defines special elements for defining text with a special meaning. HTML uses elements like bold, B tag, and I tag for formatting output like bold and italic text. Formatting elements were designed to display special type of text like B tag is used for bold, strong, important text, I italic text, EM emphasized text, mark text, small text, del deleted text, INS inserted text, subscript text, sub sub superscript text. I will show with example. Firstly, we will use B tag. Here we will use B bold, then B tag close. Save it, refresh it. Here you can see that it's bold. If we will use strong, save it, it shows the same, but for like accessible persons we will use always strong tag instead of bold. Bold create a confusion for the accessible persons to read the text. Next tag we will use that italic. I save it, then refresh it. It shows the italic. If we will use em tag, it will be also show same like that. Save it. It's also used for the accessible persons. Next tag is mark tag. Save it. You can see that it highlights the content written in between of the tag. Next one is small. Save it. It shows the small text in the comparison of the other. Next is del. It will be strike out the text. ins. Underline the text. INS means inserted text, that's why it underline it. And DLE means deleted, that's why it strike out. Next one we will use sub. Sub is subscript. We will use this one in the mathematical terms, like a 2. I will write 4 here and 2 goes here, and close it, then save it. You can see that 4 by 2. Next is super. 4 goes here, SUP 2, SUP, like this. Next one is Q tag. HTML Q for short quotations. The HTML Q element defines a short quotation. Browser usually insert quotation mark around the Q elements. I will show in example how to use this. Q, then we will write sentence here. I will copy that sentence and close the Q tag, then save it. Here it shows the quotes. I will use BR in after that. You can see that here are the quotes. Next one is address tag. HTML address for contact information. The HTML address element define contact information, author, owner of the document, or an article. The address element is usually displayed in italic. Most browsers will add a line break before and after the element. For example, I write down here address tag, then write the written by name, after that br for break, visit us at, then br for break, example.com. You can write the website name, anything here, then br, after that city, br country, then address tag close. Before starting the address tag, I will use br here. Two brs. Then I will paste that. Okay, then save it, refresh it. You can see that it shows in the italic form. Next tag is HTML comment. When we are writing anything, any lines in our coding, we always need a comment tag, because if you are writing a long HTML page, it's easy to recognize that in which line you use for what purpose. Like for writing the comment, we always use angle bracket, explanation sign, to dash, then we will write comment here. After writing the comment, we need to put double dash again and angle bracket close. I will show that how to use comment in the coding. Here, okay, I will write here. Like here, I will use angle bracket, explanation sign, two dashes, then deleted text, two dash again, angle bracket close, then save. Okay, I will use for this one also. Two dash, inserted text, then save it. Now you can check that it does not show anything here, but when we right click on it, inspect it, it shows here. Comment shows in the coding. Next one is border color. You can set the color of the border and size of the border. Like previously we use h1 tag, I will use border with that. We need to write h1 tag style is equal to border colon, then size of the border, after that solid dash whatever you want, then color. After writing the content, close the tag. Like here I use h1 h3 tag. Okay, I will use border with that. Style is equal to comma start, border, size of the border, then line type, color, comma close, then save it. Refresh it. You can see here, if you increase the size of the border like 2 pixel to 5 pixel, save it, increase it. HTML table. An HTML table is defined with the table tag. each table is defined with the TR tag. A table header is defined with the TH tag. By default, the table headings are bold and centered. A table cell is defined by TD tag. Now we will use practically. We will start table with the table tag, then table heading. Firstly, we need to write table row, then table heading, heading 1, table heading close, then another table heading. It will be heading 2, then table heading close. After that, we need to close the line. Now, second line. In this, we will write table data. Data 1, table data close, then another table data. We will write 1 here, use the numbers, then table data close, close table row. 1 another row, table data, data 2, table data close, number 2, table data close, then close table row. At the end of the table, we also need to close table. Now we will save it and check that how it looks. You can see there it shows very like a small, and if we want to expand the area of this, we will use width here. Width is equal to 100%. Always use percent for the good results. See here, it automatically comes in the centered and bold, and these are the rows. If we want to put the border, we can use here border is equal to border then color is equal to red. Save it. Check that it shows the border color red. If we want to show just border, we will write border is equal to and write the number. Save it. Now you can see that it shows the border around the cells. HTML table. Cell that span many columns. To make a cell span more than one column, use the call span attribute. Like previously we used table, then width is equal to, you can also write style in front of the width. Then table row, table heading, call span. Here we will use the same for like showing. I will make a new table for that. We will make a table here. Table. If you want to write here style, you can write, or without a style you can just write width is equal to, it also works. Then table row, table heading, name, table heading close. Next one is table heading, call span is equal to 2. Like one person have two telephone number, it shows in the two columns. We will close it, table heading, then close the table row. Next one is table data. Like a person name, close table data, contact number, close table data, then another contact number, close table data, close table row. After that we have to close table. Now we can check that. Now we will refresh it. You can see here there is a name we used as a th, and just a minute. Next one we use call span for telephone number. It shows common. We will use border to see the difference. Border is equal to 2. Now you can see here call span shows for like a 2 columns and name shows for 1. HTML table. Cell that span many rows. To make a cell span more than one row, use the row span attribute. Like we use table style is equal to width 100%. Then we will use table, then table heading, table data, then row close. Next one like a table heading. Here we will use here like a row span 2. Then contact number, heading close, then contact number comes here, table row close, table row start, then table data start. I will show practically. Here we will write same program, table style is equal to width 100%. Then we will also give the border. Border is equal to table row, then table heading, name, table heading close. Second one is, sorry, here we need to close. Table data, under name it comes A, B and C. Whatever you want you can write here according to your requirement. Then close table row. Next one, table row. In the next row we will use call span. Table heading, row span. Row span is equal to how many rows you want to span. Right here, close it. Then table data, close table data, then close table row. In the second row we will write table data, then close it, close table row, then close table. then save it. We miss this bracket. Okay, now we will see the result. Here you can see that telephone number shows like a row span. In the name it shows one row. If you have more than one row, you can choose more. Like we need a space between these two tables. Now we will use here BR. Refresh it. You can see here there is a space between both tables. Next one is HTML list. There are two kinds of list, like a unordered list and ordered list we used in HTML. In unordered list it starts with UL tag and each list starts with li tag. Like I will show with example. Okay, we will use here like UL for unordered list. After that, every list we need to write li list item, like a pizza, close it. Second one, burger, close it. End of the list, we need to close UL also. Now we will check. Here you can see that by default it shows dots here, like a bullet sign. We can also change these styles, like disc style, circle style, square, and none. Whichever you want, you can use that. Like just you have to write list style minus type is equal to disk on this place, with style equal to comma start list minus style minus type. Then you will write whatever you want. Like I will write square. Then semicolon, comma close, save it. You can see that it changed in disk. Next one is order list. In order list, start with OL tag. Same like UL, we will use li in each list item starts with. Just we need to change OL instead of li. I will copy it and paste here. OL, remove this one and write OL also here. Save it, refresh it. You can see that it comes like a default numeric. We can also change that style by using the type. Numeric, alphabet, small, uppercase Roman, lowercase Roman. You can use whatever you want. Like here, we will write type equal to A, then save. You can see here ABCD. Okay, now last topic is iframe. An HTML frame. An iframe is used to display a web page within the page. Iframe syntax we use like iframe, then source equal to website name. Then we will close iframe. For making our iframe, we will use a new file. Here again we will write from same here like a doc type HTML head. We will go again with these steps. Doc type HTML, then HTML head title. We will put title here like iframe. Close title, then close head. After head we will go with body. In the body we will write iframe source is equal to, what's the name of this file, is index dot html. Put in the commas, close it, then close iframe. After that close body tag, then close html. Save it. We will name it iframe dot html, then save it. Here we can check that there is a iframe file. Open it. You can see that the size of the iframe is very small. We can also change the size like here. We can define height is equal to how many pixels you want, like a 500 pixel, and width is equal to 500. Save it, then refresh it. It changes. You can change the size of the iframe according to you. Iframe set height and width like iframe website name, then height, width, then close iframe. We can also remove the iframe border like iframe source, then style border colon none. Then it will be remove iframe border. Here we will write that border style is equal to border colon none, then comma close. Save it, refresh it. It removes the border. Like here previously we have a line, it removes now. If we give like 100% width and height, it does not show the scrolling option. if we give like a height width in 100% and height in pixels, it shows like here, same. If you have any question, please leave a comment. I will reply you soon. Thank you. HTML table. An HTML table is defined with the table tag. Each table is defined with the tr tag. A table header is defined with the th tag. By default, the table headings are bold and centered. A table cell is defined by td tag. Now we will use practically. We will start table with the table tag. Then table heading. Firstly, we need to write table row. Then table heading, heading 1, table heading close, then another table heading. It will be heading 2. Then table heading close. After that we need to close the line. Now second line. In this we will write table data. Data 1, table data close, then another table data. We will write 1 here, use the numbers, then table data close, close table row. 1 another row, table data, data 2, table data close, number 2, table data close, then close table row. At the end of the table we also need to close table. Now we will save it and check that how it looks. You can see there it shows very like a small, and if we want to expand the area of this we will use width here. Width is equal to 100%. Always use percent for the good results. See here, it automatically comes in the centered and bold, and these are the rows. If we want to put the border, we can use here border is equal to border then color is equal to red. Save it. Check that it shows the border color red. If we want to show just border, we will write border is equal to and write the number. Save it. Now you can see that it shows the border around the cells. HTML table. Cell that span many columns. To make a cell span more than one columns, use the call span attribute. Like previously we used table, then width is equal to, you can also write style in front of the width. Then table row, table heading, call span. Here we will use the same for like showing. I will make a new table for that. We will make a table here. Table. If you want to write here style, you can write, or without a style you can just write width is equal to, it also works. then table row, table heading, name, table heading close. Next one is table heading call span is equal to 2. Like one person have two telephone number, it shows in the two columns. We will close it, table heading, then close the table row. Next one is table data. Like a person name, close table data, contact number, close table data, then another contact number, close table data, close table row. After that we have to close table. Now we can check that. Now we will refresh it. You can see here there is a name. We used as a th, and just a minute. Next one we use call span for telephone number. It shows common. We will use border to see the difference. Border is equal to 2. Now you can see here call span shows for like a 2 columns and name shows for 1. HTML table, cell that span many rows. To make a cell span more than one row, use the row span attribute. Like we use table style is equal to width 100%. Then we will use table, then table heading, table data, then row close. Next one like a table heading. Here we will use here like a row span 2. Then contact number, heading close, then contact number comes here, table row close, table row start, then table data start. I will show practically. Here we will write same program, table style is equal to width 100%. Then we will also give the border. Border is equal to 2. Table row, then table heading, name, table heading close. Second one is, sorry, here we need to close. Table data, under name it comes A, B and C. Whatever you want you can write here according to your requirement. Then close table row. Next one, table row. In the next row we will use call span. Table heading, sorry, row span. Row span is equal to how many rows you want to span. Right here, close it. Then table data, close table data, then close table row. In the second row, we will write table data, then close it, close table row, then close table, then save it. We missed this bracket. Okay, now we will see the result. Here you can see that telephone number shows like a row span. In the name, it shows one row. If you have more than one row, you can choose more. Like we need a space between these two tables. Now we will use here BR. Refresh it. You can see here there is a space between both tables. Next one is HTML list. There are two kinds of list, like a unordered list and ordered list we used in HTML. In unordered list, it starts with UL tag and each list starts with li tag. Like I will show with example. Okay, we will use here like UL for unordered list. After that, every list we need to write li list item, like a pizza. Close it. Second one, burger. Close it. End of the list, we need to close UL also. Now we will check. Here you can see that by default it shows dots here like a bullet sign. We can also change these styles like disk style, circle style, square, and none. Whichever you want, you can use that. Like just you have to write list style minus type is equal to disk on this place with style equal to comma start list minus style minus type. Then you will write whatever you want. Like I will write square. Then semicolon, comma close, save it. You can see that it changed in disk. Next one is order list. In order list, start with OL tag. Same like UL, we will use li in each list item starts with. Just we need to change OL instead of li. I will copy it and paste here. OL, remove this one and write OL also here. Save it, refresh it. You can see that it comes like a default numeric. We can also change that style. by using the type. Numeric alphabet, small, uppercase Roman, lowercase Roman, you can use whatever you want. Like here, we will write type equal to A, then save. You can see here A, B, C, D. Okay, now last topic is iframe. An HTML frame. An iframe is used to display a web page within the page. Iframe syntax we use like iframe, then source equal to website name. Then we will close iframe. For making our iframe, we will use a new file. Here again we will write from same here like a doc type, HTML, head. We will go again with these steps. Doc type, HTML, then HTML, head, title. We will put title here like iframe. Close title, then close head. After head, we will go with body. In the body, we will write iframe source is equal to, what's the name of this file, is index. Index dot html, put in the commas, close it, then close iframe. After that, close body tag, then close HTML. Save it. We will name it iframe dot html, then save it. Here we can check that there is a iframe file. Open it. You can see that the size of the iframe is very small. We can also change the size like here. We can define height is equal to how many pixels you want, like a 500 pixel, and width is equal to 500. Save it, then refresh it. It changes. You can change the size of the iframe according to you. Iframe set height and width like iframe website name, then height, width, then close iframe. We can also remove the iframe border like iframe source, then style, border, colon, none. Then it will be remove iframe border. Here we will write that border style is equal to border colon none, then comma close, save it. refresh it, it removes the border. Like here previously we have a line, it removes now. If we give like 100% width and height, it does not show the scrolling option. If we give like a height width in 100% and height in pixels, it shows like here, same. If you have any question, please leave a comment. I will reply you soon. Thank you.